What's going on, guys? I am Pryoxis and I am back with another EA Sports UFC 4 tips, tricks, and tutorials video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use head movement properly in this game. So let's get started. But before I get started, I want to show you guys this thing that I have in practice mode. You guys really want to get familiar with this. I call this labbing. You go into practice mode, you turn on strike recording, and have your opponent do certain things and figure out how do you counter them. If you do not know how to turn this on, you want to go into practice mode, scroll down into the settings feature. Boom. Now you see I have strike recording on, I have health on, stamina on, and the damage indicator on as well. Now you can go ahead and back out, resume practice. Now, and we're going to start off with all the strikes, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6. As you see here, now I'm going to have Nate Diaz throw the jab. Now, in order to dodge the jab, you will need to sway to the outside or to the inside of the strike, depending on which way you want to go. I highly recommend swaying towards his lead hand, because if you sway towards the rear hand and he throws like a hook or something, you'll take a lot of damage. So, he throws a jab, boom, you see that? I can sway that way, boom, or I can sway this way. Now, same thing applies to the cross. Because it is straight strike, I can dodge it that way, or if he throws it, boom, I can dodge it that way as well. Now, for the hooks, you need to duck a hook, or you need to pull counter on the hook. As you see here on the controller on the screen, when Nate throws a hook, boom, I'm going to duck under it, or I can pull away from it. You cannot slip into hooks. Like you see there, he slipped into a hook, boom, and he still slipped into a hook. So, hooks, you want to sway back or duck under. Jabs, you want to lean to the outside of them. Now, for the uppercuts, you want to treat uppercuts the same as the jabs. You want to sway to the outside, or you want to sway back, because if you duck into an uppercut, you will actually take an insane amount of damage and possibly get knocked down or knocked out. Now, have Nate Diaz throw the uppercut. Now again, boom, sway to that there, boom, I can sway this way. Now, I'm gonna show you guys to sway back one time, boom. Now, if I duck to it, look at how much head damage I just ate. So please keep in mind, with using this head movement, you need to be very careful. Now, the last one but not least, we're going to be getting into the overhand. Now, the overhand is a powerful strike. So if you eat it, you can take a lot of damage. Now, in order to dodge the overhand, you'll need to lean to the outside of that strike. As you see there, I'm leaning to the outside of the overhand. But if you lean on the inside, you'll take damage, but it'll be mitigated, but you still take, an insane amount of damage, and you don't want to eat an overhand. Now, let's say your opponent isn't just throwing one strike, he's throwing multiple strikes. So now you'll need to input multiple head movements in order to dodge certain strikes. Now, depending on what your opponent has been throwing, you need to input certain head movements. Now, I'm going to have Nate Diaz throw a jab, cross, lead hook. Now, we know the jab is a straight, the cross is a straight, and the lead hook is going to be, a round strike. So I can duck the hook. But this is me personally, this is what I do, guys. It's like boxing. You want to slip and you want to roll. Slip and roll. I'll show you guys here. See that? That was clean. I went this way, down, this way, and back. But you do not have to do all four. You can go this way, down, and back. So this will dodge the jab. This will dodge the cross. And if you sway back, that's the hook. I'll show you like so. See that? Clean. Very clean. Now, let's say your opponent throws maybe like a hook, and then an uppercut. So I have this bot throw hook, oh, oops, hook, uppercut. Now, we know we can duck the hooks and we can sway back the hooks. Me personally, I will, now I'm going to have Nate Diaz throw a different combination, and it'll be a hook, uppercut. Now, we know we can duck hooks and we can slip the outside of uppercut. So you can duck, sway back the second hook, and you can slip to the outside of the uppercut. Like I'll show you so. Boom, boom, boom. See that? Clean, very clean, very clean. And last but not least, this is a combination I see a lot of people throwing. It is the double uppercuts. Now you want to treat those strikes just like the straight strikes or just a regular uppercut. So you want to sway to the outside of those. See here? Boom, 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 and you can land a counter. Now, guys, keep in mind that everyone throws different combinations, but this game is all about making reads. You want to make reads on your opponent. Okay, this is what he's usually throwing. All of his combinations will start off with a jab. What is he throwing after the jab? He's always throwing a jab cross. Like I said, you really want to pay attention to your opponent's striking patterns, and maybe use the first round to understand what he's doing. If you're throwing if you're throwing a lot of strikes against your opponent, chances are you're not really going to be paying too much attention to what he's throwing because you're thinking too much offense. So, you know, slow the fight down, be throwing some jabs and try to figure out, okay, what is he doing? What exactly is he doing? Is he throwing straight strikes, hook strikes? Is he throwing uppercuts? What combinations is he throwing? What is he in his strikes with? You know, so just keep all those things in mind, and be sure to go into practice mode and lap these things. If you go against somebody and you feel like, hey, he's just spamming a combination and he's just spamming this against me, well, go into practice mode and, you know, have that bot throw these strikes and you know, try to figure out some way to counter them. But I'm not sure if I told you guys how to set these things up, but if once you go into this mode here, as you see here, recording on. Now, the second I throw a strike, you see that bar will start to fill up, so you need to if you want to end it, you just go to recording off, and if you go up to playback, you know, playback that whatever you input for the bot to throw. Keep in mind, if you do go down to reset and you go to playback, it will not start it back up because you've resetted it. So you just need to go back to strike recording and record whatever you want to do again. And with that being said, guys, I am finished with this tutorial. I hope this helped you guys out. Leave a like if it did, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm out. Peace.